Wild. In fact, when Joe was on this board and I worked with him at Roby, and he was like, you gotta go, you gotta switch me, you gotta switch, like, come take my place. And I was like, I will. I miss him.
Did you ever meet him?
All right. He was awesome.
Where's he living in Washington?
I don't know.
He's here in town, isn't he?
Well, I thought he left.
We are now live.
Okay.
Sure.
Welcome, everybody. It is 5:01 on June 10th. This is the Salem Public Library Advisory Board meeting. Our first active business is welcome and call to order. So we'll go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Valerie. I'm the chair.
Careful singer.
Gretchen Costridge.
David Levy.
Bridget Esqueda, city librarian.
Nathan Garrettson, Assistant City Attorney, Counsel of the Board.
And those online.
I'm Sage Beitzel. I'm the co-chair of the Teen Advisory Board.
And Christy Kemper Hodge, Teen Services Librarian.
Oh, thanks for joining us. All right, we'll move to the approval of minutes of April and May. So we have to do those separately. So we'll start with the approval of the April minutes.
So moved.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Wonderful. Okay, we'll move to the approval of the May minutes.
So move.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Wonderful. I love that. Public comment.
None received.
Yeah, moving right along. All right, tab update.
So with TAB this month, it's fairly similar to what we had going on last month, but we have the new teen welcome to the library on Friday, and we have the murder mystery party this month on June 24th. For July, we have the teen open stage on July 30th, and we have the TAB application and recruitment process. In August, we'll be doing interviews and selecting our new TAB members. We also have one TAB member who was hired to be the high school intern, and that TAB member is me. So I now work for the library as of next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's pretty much everything. We mostly have the two main events and the application and interview process coming up.
Sage, would you need help from us at either of those events?
Yes, probably. I think Christy and I have talked a little bit that it would be helpful to have some adult, true adult. There are TAB members who are adults, but more adults at the either event, just to make sure that people are behaving themselves.
Sure. Would you like to have us let you know ahead of time whether we can make it or not?
That would be fantastic.
Would that be? Okay,
Christy's nodding yes.
okay.
Yeah, Christy, I want to make sure that my name's on it for the 24th, for the murder mystery.
Gretchen, are you an adult though?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Right. You're okay.
Yeah,
But
Gretchen, I would be
was
happy to
talking-
add you to it. I'm so sorry. I think there's a lag. I'd be so thrilled to have you with us. I know Kara will come as long as she's able to, and having an additional adult would be wonderful.
Okay, yes, she needs the help.
Yeah.
What time, do you know at the moment what time you'd want me?
Yeah, I think if you wanted to arrive at the same time as Kara, I said 1:30. That should give us
Okay,
enough time before we open the doors to be like, here's where we need you. And I think having grown-ups at the
Okay.
beginning is especially needed. So that's fantastic. Mhm.
And what's the day?
I'm gonna be a grown up.
It's a Wednesday.
I work, unfortunately, and I'll be gone for the second one, so I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate the
Well,
anyone who can
Summer
help who's
was good.
available. Summer is hard.
library.
I could do it for the second one also.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I know.
I will too.
And then I don't know if you've got the chat on the screen over there, but I can drop in my email address in case that is helpful at all.
We
Super.
see it, yeah.
Cool.
Share that out after.
Okay, that'd be great.
Thank you.
Since I can't see it.
And will you share those 2 dates for those who weren't here?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, thank you.
And Sonia just sent, you just forwarded one from Sonia too with,
Yeah, that week.
I can't remember what they were now.
I can re-forward that if that helps.
I think one of them was actually this week.
I'll make sure to take that one. Or you last time, so if she has enough list.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
So I'll make sure to send that to you after this meeting.
Okay, thank you. Sage or Christy, do you have anything else to add?
No, I don't think so at this time.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Take care.
Chair's report, I don't have a lot, I'm sorry, it's been a busy time in my life. I was gonna ask Kara if she would meet with me this summer and we'll just retouch base on our goals and our plans and make sure we're hitting everything that we need to do, and I forgot to ask you before the meeting, so I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sure we can find a date.
City librarians report.
We had a very busy May
Yes.
and I just want to highlight some of the things that warmed my heart this year, or this last month. So Christy, I mentioned this before, but Jessica got acknowledged for her partnership with Salem Kaiser. So that was one of the highlights of my month, is being there present in that board meeting and hearing all the wonderful things that they had to say about the bookmobile services and how it's helped students, as well as hearing Superintendent Andrea say how much, they supported the levy when it was up, and how libraries just help create this wonderful space for families and early literacy, and how important that is to schools in conjunction. So that was wonderful.
That's amazing.
We had some wonderful events and programs. We did Asian American and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander month, so there was a lot of programs and passive displays relating to that. We had a great turnout for our programs for accessible learning, Make Music, where we partnered with the outside entity to actually bring that program in and teach more about music and get hands-on learning. That was really wonderful to see. This Y2K, 90s photo in the 8th grade was really great.
And I think there were 85.
There were 85 babies. That's just the
That's
babies,
wild.
but we had more like.
And I'm like, the picture didn't look like 85
Yeah.
babies, but they were obviously spread out.
They were spread out, but it was just seeing all the families just hear their old songs from their youth and be able to sing it to their babies was really great. Things to hear. We're continuing on with our school tours, so we just wrapped up for the school year, and this last one we had about 80 kids in the first floor. And I unfortunately missed everything, but after I saw the aftermath, I was like, what? Just came through here, but it was great to hear, like all the engagement, all the, just how wonderful the experiences for these kids to first have one-on-one time with the library staff, as well as do scavenger hunts and learn about all the books and things. And of course, one thing that I forgot to add on here, which David reminded me about our city librarian, we finally have a signed offer letter that I can publicize that Mara Strickler will be beginning on July 13th. She's coming from us from St. Helena Public Library in California. She has over 20 years of experience, and she is a current city librarian there. While it's a small community, and I think most of her experience has been in smaller communities. I mean, she's up for the challenge. She comes equipped with all this knowledge and experience, and I feel like she's the perfect fit for our library, and as well as going to be a huge help for me since she comes in with experience working with unions as well as just her knowledge of library services. So I cannot wait. I'm
so excited for you.
we only have 33 days to go.
Right.
Not that I'm gonna count down. But yes, that is now public information,
Okay,
and
great.
I think I'm the only one who's truly super excited. But yeah, lots of really great things, and now we're transitioning over to June. So just yesterday, Sonia mentioned that we have over 200 people signed up for the Salem Reading Challenge.
That's great.
And we already had like 50 signed up from like midnight to 9 a.m. So like as soon as it opened, like people already signed up, and so 50 people were like really either up all night or when she got in there at around 8 or 9, she was like, what are these people already signed up? It didn't even open yet for the public, but we had our first intern start because we have some homeschool kids who are not on the school year.
Oh, sure.
So they've been able to, like on Tuesday, yesterday was their first shift as our team volunteers to help sign up and help get people excited for the summer reading challenge. So that's been very great to see, like firsthand kind of job skills happening there. So a lot of great things. Still moving forward with the library audit and doing all of that work. You know, as there was 13 recommendations that were recommended, and that we have to, you know, provide updates for later on in the fall.
So the recommendations, but you have to do them. So you're being told, yeah, okay. Recommendations.
They're great. Recommendations are great because they all pretty much codify what we're doing already.
Okay.
It's just we don't have it documented, and some of the procedures need to be written out. And I think that's what we're missing. It's just codifying more things into written versus just having it all as a process in our heads and things.
Yeah.
So
Okay, great. And thank you for your update.
Just in time, like you do.
Yeah, cool. I used to bet.
It's time for the fence report.
You're right.
You couldn't have time for it better, actually.
What's up?
It's the fence report.
Oh. You didn't meet us.
Oh,
Oh,
The chair was in the hospital,
Oh, that's right.
so we canceled the meeting and we're meeting tomorrow. But nothing happened last month.
Okay, well, then that's easy. How about foundation report?
We did meet, and right now it's a blank because it feels like it's been forever. Oh no, I'm sorry, they canceled it, but they rescheduled it for later on this month.
Okay.
So it was canceled then, yeah.
And I know, they're working on the Salem Reads book for next year, right?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Levy oversight committee.
We have not met since the last time, but we have a meeting on June 17th, next Wednesday, so. Be an update in our August meeting.
Perfect. And any updates from those who have attended or watched the city council meetings in the last month?
I was at the city council meeting on Monday, and had an opportunity to review the budget process that they're going through and just kind of introduce myself and thank city council for their support of the library. So things are moving. This was first reading of the budget, so they got one more reading, so no surprises.
And then Debbie sent that summary. Did that go out with our stuff? After the meeting she went to?
I did, I sent that out via email.
Okay.
I don't know if I added it here. No, I don't think I did, I didn't send it before. But I did send it out to the board. Basically there was going back and forth.
It wasn't much library stuff.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
mostly council.
Gave some remarks at the end.
She did.
Okay. And, oh, that's on our list for here.
I mean, we can talk about it now. We have a couple open dates for the city council meetings, July 27th, August 10th, and 24th. If anybody would like to sign up for those. Obviously, you
Read
know.
those again.
Yep, July 27th, August 10th, and August 24th. If you can't, let me know and I'll make sure that I watch them.
Anderson, right, I think. Upstairs.
June 24th is the murder mystery.
Is it upstairs or downstairs?
It's usually in Anderson.
Anderson, yeah. Perfect.
I read it.
I can do the 10th.
Okay, great. That's your birthday?
Mhm.
Don't go to.
No, I'm not.
Birthday.
What a great person.
Really?
They had a special legislative session on my birthday.
Wait, did you say the 10th?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion items, Veterans Day closure adjustment.
Oh, this is because our November meeting is scheduled on Veterans Day, which the library is closed.
Yes,
Me pull up some dates.
and we have to have one every month, am I correct? We can't just skip it.
It is in our bylaws that the only meetings we skip is one in July and one in December.
Okay.
Yeah. For November,
Oh yeah, because we're already skipping July.
I mean, we have the 18th, which is the week after, or we could do it the week before on the 4th. However, it's harder to get the city librarian report buttoned up so soon.
Earlier.
Yes, so I would recommend doing just the week later, because then I would be able to get the city librarian report in time.
Yeah, you
18th.
tell us.
So was the 18th,
Yeah.
work for
You need
everybody?
a motion on that or do?
No, we can just adjust it, yeah. Just gonna make sure to update all the calendars.
That would be better.
Oh, shoot, and it's in council attendance updates, sorry,
Oh, yeah, that was,
because it's on there,
we,
my apologies.
it's all.
I stole your thunder.
We did it all. No, that was, my name's only on there because I was the one who said, put it on there from the last meeting.
Okay.
we're here. That's good.
Okay.
And I had a couple questions. One, Nathan already answered me regarding the teen advisory members on the LAB, and it sounds like you're going to talk to.
Yeah, I'll follow up with you down there.
And then can you provide us maybe at our August meeting, just an update on the budget, where we are with the LAB budget, how we're doing?
Sure.
And because I was asked prior to the meeting, but I wanted to make sure to share this out to you all, and apologies if it's not on here. But Salem Kaiser was recognized as a public library and by the state library of Oregon. So they are gonna be starting on July 1st, they're gonna be public library. And BJ Toley, who is their board president for their committee, and who's been doing all the work to try to get this forward, already is meeting with the Temecula Community College to find out what's the next step in process to become part of the CCRLS member library. Right now, the CCRLS board is not accepting any new applicants because we're reviewing all policy and procedures. Because a lot of it has been, and this has been ongoing since last year. So we've been updating all of the process and trying to take out policy from procedure and actually get codified policies and procedures, which has been a long process. So we've been chipping at really the important ones first, and I think not the very last one, but one of the ones that we're going to prioritize next is the membership for CCRLS libraries.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot to it, and right now, the way it is written, it's again, both policy and procedure, and a lot of it's vague. And things that aren't a standard practice. So as part of the CCRL, I'm part of the, what's called Pokian Hill Marion Committee. So the PIM committee meets once a month, except for July and June and July. So we're not gonna meet, I'm sorry, July and August. So we're not gonna meet until September to start that discussion and recommendations of what we want to see when it comes to a member library. And David asked a good question, and that's a question that I've been, getting frequently now that they have become a public library. Well, they are going to become recognized as a public library starting on July 1st. Is that what's going to happen, or what's the impact for Salem Public Library? And it's too soon to tell, because we've never had. I can try to compare. Like right now, Independence is just a small library, just like Kaiser, with more open hours, but they don't affect us at all because we have such a robust collection, and we have the most patronage of all of the member libraries. We're actually a net borrower, so we actually borrow a lot more items than what we lend out. So when it comes to collection reimbursement for our items, we actually don't get reimbursed a lot because we actually take more than we give out. What we do get a lot more money and reimbursement for are all those people who don't live in Salem but use Salem as their home library.
Right.
That we get paid for. So all the Kaiser residents, they use our library as their home library. So we get anything they check out, place a hold, we get a percentage back to us. So if Kaiser were to take back all of those patrons, which I forget the number, but it was like, I think in the 50,000s. It's really, it seems like it's not 50,000. It's a lot less than that, because our total amount of registered users is around the 90,000.
Yeah, that'd be a big thing.
Yeah. It's a lot less than that. And even now, there's no way for us to tell who actually lives in Kaiser, who uses our library, because our system doesn't.
So it doesn't track by the zip code?
It does, but we can't say that this particular zip code, they all live in Kaiser. There's some outliers. And then when I asked, like, can I get a report on who lives in Kaiser, like has an address of Kaiser,
Yeah.
and see who those users are, the instrument, the system that we use, it doesn't put out a report that way. Even getting zip code report is very cumbersome because it's all manually entered. So there's a lot of human error. So when I look at those reports, I take about an hour to 2 hours cleaning up those reports before I even can start doing all the analyses. Yeah. So I can only imagine if there was a way to track Kaiser, I can only imagine all the variations we would have to search for, because it could be spelled wrong. It could be spelled with an extra R. I don't know. It's very weird. Our system is not the greatest. It is the most economical. So we have to work within those boundaries of that system.
Going back to your initial conversation, though, that Salem Library will be a public library, what does that, well, I know it means a lot of paperwork for you, but what benefit does that give to the Salem Library?
For Kaiser?
For Kaiser.
No, you were talking about Kaiser second. I thought you were talking about a new qualification for the Salem Library, or did I misunderstand?
No.
You were talking about Kaiser, okay.
Yeah, Kaiser, so Kaiser now starting July 1st and call themselves a public librry, which means they can apply for public library grants and things. But what they're aiming for is to be part of the CCRLS and get that money reimbursement, which,
Even though the policies are all kind of.
Yeah, they're getting worked on.
Being worked on, there's a lot of steps
Correct.
they're gonna need to go through. They have a pretty small collection. They have not even a full-time staff.
I was just saying, do they have staff?
They do have a paid person, but
I think
it's like,
part-time.
it's like 20 hours a week or even less. So they have a lot of,
Steps.
they have a long road to go. And I know the board chair of the Kaiser Library, and I know they know this is a law. This is not they can't turn that around, and even if CCRLS was accepting applications, they're not gonna do it tomorrow. They're just not ready.
And one of the things that we struggle, because I wanted to see how much using the zip code, how many people check out, and that was pretty, it's not our highest zip code that utilizes our collections, but it is like, I would say the top 5, top 6. Like a little bit over 100, like 120,000 is what they checked out in the last year. And so if you think about 120,000 items that was checked out and, pooled, that is a lot to handle. And even for our staff, which again, it's not the most robustly staffed, but we have about 14 people in just one division that handles all of the courier, the circulation, the shelving, and Clyde helps out with that every so often. And it's a lot of work. And even for our own team, it's hard to maintain, but there's standards by being part of the CCRLS that we have to do courier every day. We have to pull holds. We have to satisfy. And if it's more than 3 days, like we get libraries emailing us like, hey, this person's been waiting for that hold at your branch, like, where is it? So if we can't keep up with the demand already, and we have 14 paid full-time staff people doing it, plus all the wonderful volunteers, I don't see how.
Yeah.
Kaiser's gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because volunteers are great and having paid staff members are great, but just the sheer amount of volume that it's gonna, 120,000 just circulated in that zip code. That's a lot to handle. Yeah. So they're gonna have a lot to, and that's what they're gonna have to prove, is that they're gonna be able to handle the workload. But there are other small libraries like Grand Ronde is tiny and just as tiny, I feel, as Kaiser. I haven't been to Independence, but I feel like they're pretty small too. So if they can do it with 5 FTEs, and I think Grand Ronde only has 3, I'm sure it's figure outable.
But they couldn't take the next step to do CCRLS without being a public library, so they have a very set series of steps they
Strategic
have to do,
process.
so.
So I just wanted to provide that because I've been getting and building that question often, just in this very public way, to say that we don't know what the changes or what that's gonna look like, because it has, that hasn't been done. And we do currently fulfill a lot of Kaiser's needs, and even if, let's say they do become a CCRLS member library, we still don't know if yes, Kaiser has 80,000 people living in that area, in that population.
Yeah.
Just because now that they are a member doesn't mean everybody's gonna get a library card and wipe us clean from our collection. Cause overall, we're still gonna be the bigger collection. We're gonna have the more staff, we can move things fairly quickly. And I feel like we just won't know until it actually happens.
Is there an opportunity, and this, Karen, too, because you know the board chair, is there an opportunity for the library advisory board to work with their advisory board to, down the road or currently?
I'm sure there is, I think until they have, I don't know what their plan is, I think
Yeah.
it might be a little early to weigh in on that, but I can check with her.
It'd be good to have, if there's an opportunity to have good partnership, that'd be important.
I don't know, everybody knows this, but BJ Towie used to be the city librarian at Salem for a long time.
Yeah.
Previous to that, she was the youth services librarian for a long time. So she has a lot of history and Salem and a lot of knowledge about what it takes to work in a big library. So I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I lost track. I don't know if we're on action items or miscellaneous board items. They kind of blur together.
Action.
Okay, action items.
I said that I would provide the budget for lab for next
Yeah.
August, so that's gonna be an action, and I will be sharing out date, Quincy's email. Actual email, and I will ask Sonia for updated volunteer opportunities.
Okay. Right, miscellaneous board items. Is it appropriate for us to send a letter to the new incoming mayor, like congratulations, welcome, this is who we are.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know if that's appropriate or not.
I think there's always been, I mean, David can talk to that, but I think you've met personally with them when they've started. And
Okay,
I think that builds good relationship, but a letter works great too.
okay.
They may not want to meet with you until after November.
Yeah.
But yes. I hope
I
it's-
just thought something like. Yay. Welcome.
Well, just, yeah, just welcome, that's good.
I'll draft something and then I'll bring it to the August meeting. Any other miscellaneous board items? So I have a motion to end the meeting.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor? All in favor?
Okay.
Aye. Any opposed? Awesome. It's 5:31.
Okay. This needs. Needlessly efficient.
Yeah, very
Thank you for
good.
saying this.
Very.
You guys have.
And